Hello, hello, hello. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins, helping you along this twin flame journey. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for helping this channel grow with your likes, your subscribes, your shares, and your comments. If you subscribe to this channel, it puts your energy in these cards, and you may hear your story one day, one reading. This is a general reading, so everything may not resonate. It's okay. If the energy doesn't apply to you, just leave it for somebody else and they'll pick it up and use it to its fullest. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want a private reading with me or a personal reading, I call it my love and light session. Everything that you need to know about that can be found in the description box below. This reading is for the Divine Feminine for this upcoming full moon in Sagittarius this coming June 5th. Just helping my fam out. Sagittarius is a fire sign, as you know. It is ruled by Jupiter, and it symbolically represents the archer, right? Did I do that in another reading? The archer and the bow. So Sagittarius is lucky, is expansive, adventurous, and gregarious. Sagittarians love to talk, okay? I am not a Sagittarian. I may have it in my chart, though. I'm not sure. But anyway, Sagittarians love to find joy in traveling to exotic places and meeting all sorts of interesting people. Of course, the shadow side of the Sagittarian could be that they are very extravagant. And so some of you probably spend, shop, shop, shop. You can't help but be online all the time finding something fabulous. That's okay. That's your shadow side. You're learning balance. But this aspect of extravagance, of course, can be channeled in all forms of generosity. In the addition to you loving to spend, and be gone all the time, you also like to you kind of slather that on others. So I don't know why well, I'm talking to my Sagittarians right now. But anyway, when the moon is in Sagittarius, when you are making your affirmations, doing your work around the moon energy, full moons are all about releasing that blessing and that empowerment. It's because it's the moon at its highest, most magical, right? And so the energy is the fullest. So it's best to set your intentions for expansion, for blessing, for healing, for favor. Okay, so also anything related to luck, success, and expansion, travel, fun with the Sagittarius moon. So also we have an eclipse coming, so lots of fun stuff. So again, you are setting your intentions for this full moon, or lighting your candles, or working your magic for luck, travel, expanse, success. Okay, so let's see what you're coming up as for this full moon energy. Thank you, God, for giving me messages. Okay, easy. So it looks like you're going to be dealing with some stuff around your heart chakra, probably opening it up to love, preparing to receive love, more love, even by giving love, right? Okay. So I'm going to put the heart chakra right there. The frequency of the heart chakra, y'all, oh, that light is hitting that. Y'all know that I love the sacred geometry deck as well, but you want to make sure you're getting on this frequency. So this is what Spirit is talking about. Of course, the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael can help you a whole lot with this. But the frequency of the heart chakra is, it supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. The healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. So this full moon, some of you will, pardon my reach, you guys put this back. Some of you guys will be finding that you are opening up to love where there was a time when you weren't as open to love. It's probably some of you that are on this twin flame journey. If you are not on the twin flame journey, then it's probably that you're just being more loving with your family and friends. Maybe it was because of what we just came through and what's actually going on in this climate with the racism or the racial divide that's trying to take place, or just the violence and just how fleeting life can be. And so you're at a place where you're just feeling like, I don't have time to hold this grudge. I don't have time to feel this way, to feel closed off, to feel isolated and alone. Also, you're coming up as the Desert Prince. I'm not going to take 3 of those. I'll just take 1 of those, trying to keep the reading down. Thank you, though. Sorry. I don't know why I keep apologizing to you guys like you guys are sorry, guys, and I keep reaching, putting the cards away. But you guys are coming up as a Desert Prince. This is survival. This is somebody learning, like I said, having your heart chakra open, especially with this. You are learning about expansion now. The Desert Prince is it's a card about learning how to make do with what you have. And we'll get into that Who threw that card out of my hand? Anyway, we'll get into that more in the reading. We'll get there. Or if you're light, let's see what you're going to be doing with your soul. What soul work you're going to be getting into. Being called to trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Remember, this is about success, blessings, expansion, travel, joy, more joy for this full moon releasing. And finally, your wealth archetype is coming up before I get into the story. And this is all about the, you want to embody these archetypes, these characteristics I'm going to read off to you. I'm probably going to read the shadow and the light side. I'm not sure. I'll see how the reading lays out. But either you are or you are not embodying these, and this could be what's holding you up from the success that you're believing for, the success you're desiring, or just, the path you want to take. Maybe you need this on your job, and then it translates, because, everything actually adds up. It actually ties in with your love relationships, your family relationships, your job relationships. It's still all about what's going on in your heart chakra, right? It's the way you perceive your world around you, whether you feel supported, whether you feel championed or not. So you're coming off as this strategist. Love it. Every vision has a plan. So you're going to be, this full moon is all about you implementing some plans or even coming up with some plans. But we'll get there because it looks like you're in your boss mode. Divine Feminine. All right, let's get a story. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for giving me a message for this full moon, June 2020, for this particular collective that are watching, that will be watching, listening, hearing. I see the Chariot and the Knight of Swords, already fast-moving energy. You guys are already in here. You guys are manifesting like crazy. You doing the work, You doing the work. Because you realize, last one, thank you. Because you realize you're not going to get around it. You got to go through it. Awesome sauce. Let's do 3 piles. Let me just play with it a little bit. And then split it. Y'all, sorry I have my little thing I have to do. It's my little ritual. Depends. I'm going to pull off the top. Let's just get... Eight of Cups, Temperance is out here. 3 of Wands is out here. 7 of Swords is out here. 7 sevens. 2 sevens. Ace of Cups. Give me one more row. 10 of Wands. Ready to put some obstacles down. Ready to let some things loose. Ready to take off. Lovers. And the Ace of Swords. So we have 2 aces out here. 2 sevens out here. We have a 10 out here. Got a 6 out here, 6, 7, 3, 8. No 9s, though. What's on the bottom of the deck? I said no 9. There you are. Tired of being tired. Put that right there. And then the Chariot is still under there. Put that right there. All right. All right, so we have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Everybody is here. Fire is out here. Sagittarius, even. That's what I'm talking about. Sag is out here. Leo is out here. Okay. Pisces is out here. And Aries is out here. Sagittarius is out here, I said. Gemini is out here. All right. So you could be dealing with any of those signs I just called out. But it looks like somebody is being defensive about love. For some of you, that's not everybody, but somebody's having to defend their love. That's their heart chakra again. Somebody is has caught somebody being sneaky, and they've been trying to defend their ways, or advice, switch the energy around. Either you're trying to defend your ways or your person's trying to defend their ways, but somebody's been caught in something having to do, and it's made the love, it's giving you a new kind of thought about the love, or a clarity. Even somebody needed clarity. Somebody was actually having some ideas stolen as far as expansion. You were thinking about expanding, your business, expansion, and somebody, you were confiding in somebody, and that and whatever this was, it was somebody kind of close, because you have not spoken to them. You've withdrawn from them because you realized they were actually, I don't know if it was copying your ideas or shadowing you or something like that. but you're emotionally withdrawn. You've walked away from them, not for good, because I definitely see that, whatever it is you're doing, it's a joint venture, and you're doing it, you're waiting for something together. So you're not going to get too far away from this person. Just right now, you're not talking to them because you wish that they would just own up to what they did. Really, you wish that they would just own up to the fact that they, you know, stole your ideas, and they're being defensive about it, and they're being very guarded. But I mean, you know what you know. So, and this is hard. This is hard. So, temperance card. Let's see what you're being patient about. Oh, okay. You walked away. Okay. So you walked away for a little bit, just for a little while, because needs healing. It needs to be healed. The communication needs to be healed. The relationship, but you also are Three of Wands, waiting for something to come in. You're waiting for to hear some news. So you're both are waiting to hear some news, waiting for something. Because you planted it, and the only thing you need to do is just paperwork. That's all this will be. And with this full moon, just you're the strategist. Remember, you're coming up as goal oriented, persistent, competitive, systematic. Systematic will help you with this relationship. You are the strategist. Just you think that they thought they were being slick, they got one up on you or something, but you're okay. You were patient. You were kind. Now you're looking for that healing. So you had to move away for a minute because you didn't want to say anything that you would regret, because, after all, you have been planting something. This could be a business partnership, and it could be a relationship. But I'm saying, whatever it is, you just walked away, taking a little time. You know what's going on. They won't admit it. Seven of Wands. But yeah, these 2 sevens out here, that's all about, kind of manifesting or spirit or acknowledging it. It's sometimes about spiritual awakening too. I don't see any of that out here, but so let's see, putting some burdens down as it relates to with these 3 cards here. You're like, you know what? I'm not gonna even say anything. Like, for some of you, you're not gonna even say anything. You're gonna let it go. You're gonna just push it out of the way. Like ten of Wands is about removing every obstacle. So whatever it was done, you're just gonna keep moving, move on, move forward. I'm not gonna let this be a blockage to me, because you're all about expansion. You're all about survival. You know what I mean? Coming up as a desert prince. We'll get there. You're all about survival, and plus that you're supported for some reason. With this temperance angel out here, that everything's going to be okay. And plus, you have done a lot of work. You have done a lot of work, Divine Feminine, with you've done a lot of work bringing yourself together, getting your life together. This is you right here coming into union, with yourself, balance. What used to have you all over the place. You're more settled now. In other words, you're picking and choosing your battles. You're the strategist, and plus that heart is being healed, and you found that you have the capacity to love deeply and unconditionally, no matter what people are doing to you right now. Okay, no matter whether it's the divine masculine or whoever, family, friends, whoever, you decided you're going to remove every obstacle, everything that was blocking you, holding you up, and causing you to just kind of withdraw and feel alone. Because, you look at this person, they're walking away, Pisces energy here, but they're walking away. Some of you had just walked away from everything. Some of you had just decided to walk away from people, things that were filling you, things that were that used to be emotionally satisfying. You're finding that it's no longer satisfying. You just want to put it all down, because like I said, you're following a new path. You're going a new way, and that looks a lot like you just going a new way, right? You have to, right? Okay, because you have 2 aces out here. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I told you, your mind and your spirit is balanced. Your thoughts, the way you speak, your heart. The Ace of Cups, well, heart chakra, right? Your heart is in a good place. Your love is in a good place. Your love is in a wealthy place. Maybe it wasn't a while ago, because somebody might have, lied to you and done something to you. You're coming up as a 9 of Wands. You know what I mean? 9 of Wands is right out here with the Sagittarius energy. But, you just, you've been through a battle. You've been through some stuff, and this is what you've reaped. Some wisdom. You know what I mean? Ace of Cups is it's a space. Ace of Cups is really, oh God, aces. It's about starting something beautiful, and it's about God helping you. It's about being in touch with spirit. See those hands? That's the hand of the divine. This is spiritual work. Okay, this is a spiritual awakening. This is this is partnering. This is co-creating with source, with divine. And love is being offered, so you are going to accept that love. Clarity, revelation, truth, power is being offered, even authority for some of you. And you're going to take the cup. You're going to put on the crown. For some of you, you're finally going to wear your crown because you've been strategic in making your moves. We'll get there. All right. So, all right. Some of you have gotten clarity about love, about your love situation. Gotten a lot of clarity because you decided to open your heart, because you decided to choose you, and you're doing things different you're being very strategic. You are learning to survive by your wits. You are learning, this is by your wits. Ace of Swords. This is a greater level of understanding. This is clarity. This is the authority and the power to speak, to think. You know what I mean? Follow it up. And then following up in that beautiful heart space. Ace of Cups here. In that beautiful heart space, you're learning to speak. You're learning to love again. Some of you not being so defensive, 7 of Wands, but 7 and 9 of Wands. So you got a lot of weird, you got a 7, 9, and a 10 of Wands. You know what I mean? This is what it was looking like. For some of you, you just been defending and been fighting, and finally you just stopped fighting and gave up and walked away, but not in defeat. You know what? You walked away in love. You know what I mean? You said, you know what? It's the loving thing for me to do. Look, I have a bandage on my head. I've been bruised. I've been fighting. I've been warring. I've been defending. I've been being guarded. I've been trying to protect myself, offense and defense. You've been playing offense and defense, right? And then you decided, I'm just going to use my love. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do, right? Ace of Swords, and I don't feel any way about it. My heart is open. My heart is pure. I know animosity, nothing. I'm just gonna move over here and just wait. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I need to do. All right? And I feel no way about it. Why is that? Because that balance and that harmony has come in. That's what it is. That balance and that harmony has come in. That healing has come in because the heart chakra is fully being supporting the capacity to love. You being supported by spirit. You being guided. You being led. Let's talk about the Desert Prince. You're being led in this way of being loving. And you found that, you know what, when I'm loving, it's better. All right? So with the Desert Prince, you're coming up as a Desert Prince, I said Divine Feminine. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. So see, with this full moon in Sagittarius, some of you are getting a gift. You're getting, look at this, and he has is that a sword? No, that's a stick. That's he has a wand. You see that? That's fire all day. And look at that tiger or lions, tigers, bears, that tiger behind him. You see what I'm saying? The Desert Prince. But when the plant life that exists in the desert is well defended, tough and succulent, even though it gets little to no water. See, some of you feminists have been coming out of a dry place, maybe dry relationships, maybe not receiving what you think is due, whether it's affection, emotion, what have you. But you see, the Desert Prince, it's like plant life that exists in the desert environment. It's well defended. You see that wand in his hand? You see that tiger? Is that a camel back there too? No. Okay, but they're standing right by water. You know what I mean? Which shows me it's always a supply. And when you don't get water, meaning you don't get the attention or the affection that you want, Divine Feminine, where do you get it? Well, there's always a supply, right? And where is it? It's in your heart chakra. When you don't feel love, you have love inside of you. You are love. You are the Divine Feminine. So anyway, even though this plant life existing in the desert, it's well defended and it gets little to no water. It says, in spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. Isn't that powerful? In spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. Okay, and this is you. You didn't get a lot of water. You make water whatever it needs. You didn't get a lot of. You fill in the blanks. But in spite of those extraordinary conditions, Divine Feminine, look at you. You still guarded. You still sitting there. Look how serene that tiger is. Like lioness. Look how serene, you know, lions. I don't know why I want to call that a time. Look at either way, they're not worried. He not worried, out in the desert with no shirt on, everything. Okay. Be tough, have courage, divine feminine, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. You see this full moon in Sagittarius? Remember I said it's all about ruled by Jupiter. Come on. That Jupiter is expansion. With this stuff, this is about your career. This is about your love. This is about your health. This is about your mindset. You know what I mean? This is about expansion. This is about success, divine feminine. That's what this full moon is about. And then it's an eclipse too. This energy is going to be with us for 6 months to a year. Stop playing. Okay, so this card is telling you to be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. And dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. You hear that? Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams. I love that. I love that. Moving right on. And that is card number 19, which is a number 10. 19 might mean something. Your number 10 may mean, we know that 10 means, endings and new beginnings, of course. But card 19 might mean something to you, actually, or 1 and 9. All right, now work your light. This one is saying, trust your path. Because some of you divine feminines, you've been going on your path and you've been thinking it can't be this way. It's not supposed to be like this because you had those preconceived notions. But that'll learn you. Spirit knows exactly the way you should take, and plus your soul knows the way. So you're being asked to trust your path at this time. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? Okay, so most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. Divine Feminine, this June 5th, you are definitely going to be moving into your power, okay? This full moon in Sagittarius is all about you knowing that success is your portion, sis, bruh. Success is your portion, okay? So if you take one baby step each day, within a year, you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. And before you know it, in just a year from now, for some of you in a year from now, you are not going to even recognize yourselves. You're not going to recognize who you are. Some of you are going to be married to your divine masculine or divine feminine, put the energy where it needs to be. Some of you are going to be pregnant or expecting your baby already. You know what I mean? Meaning holding your child this time next year, you're going to be holding your child. But some of you are going to find out next year this time that you are expecting children. Some of you, your business is going to take off. Your new businesses, you're going to change careers. You're going to lose the weight. You're going to get in shape. Some of you are going to gain the weight you've been wanting to gain. Always feeling like my thighs are too little. My hips are too narrow. Okay, well, you're going to get, listen, you're not going to recognize yourself as long as you stay on this upward trajectory. Sorry. As long as you stay on this path, you guys, trust your path, okay? Use your magic. You are magical. You are phenomenal. So, the universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but simply to keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you cannot go wrong. Don't waver or doubt. The universe is supporting you. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. I say this all the time. Your soul knows the way. You've been here before, sweetie. You've been here before, phenomenal one. Okay, so let's use this energy it's all about, like I said, our heart chakras are open now. We're open for love. We know that we're the desert prince or princesses, right? We're open for love. Gender doesn't matter. I'm just saying, but you know what I mean. But you even though it was the conditions were like drought, like it was dry, it was brittle, it was rough. Some people were rude. They were offended. They didn't welcome you. No open arms. It was cold. You still thrived. In the face of extraordinary circumstances, you still are thriving. You better know that. You better receive that. That's because that's the truth. And also, you know why you're thriving? Because you kept following and you are keeping on following your true north, divine feminine. It gets better from here. I wish you could see the view of you from here. It is amazing. All right. The air up here is amazing and you're on your way. Keep going. You know, don't let love, a blocked heart or unhealed or unbalanced heart chakra keep you. Don't, your twin is not supposed to trip you up. They're supposed to lift you up. So this journey is supposed to propel you, okay? Not dispel, you know, or propel you into darkness. You know what I mean? It's supposed to, you know, compel you to be better. So let's talk about the last one, the strategist. My southern friends might say that's strategist. It's strategist. Let me find it real quick for you guys, because you'll probably find that you've been moving in the shadow of this a lot. And so I'm just going to tweak you a little bit with the help of spirit. Help of my spirit guides. Okay, so you're coming up as the strategist. Of course, we know about the planet Mars. If you don't know about it, research what is Mars? What does it mean to have Mars on my chart? Okay, but the strategist is high achieving, productive, smart, calculating, passionate, strong, decisive, ambitious, enthusiastic, systematic, competitive, active, convicted, meaning you have strong convictions about what's right and wrong, tactical, goal-oriented, persistent, and gritty. The mantra for the strategist is every vision has a plan. That's what you're doing this Thursday. Is it Friday for this full moon, Divine Feminine? You are implementing your plan, right? So your soul desire is to be a channel for planning, producing, and formulating better ways to realize a worthy mission. Some of you guys just cannot help but always plan something. Y'all, there is a plane outside shaking my house. Y'all hear it? Wow, I've been hearing so many of those lately. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a police state. This is so weird. The times we're living in, that's why you have to be strategic. That's why you have to plan for the future. Some of you are planning for your family. Some of you are coming up with emergency plans and systems and code words and such, and trying to, you know, just trying to be really ahead of the game plan, right? Ahead of the game, rather. Anyway, let me keep going. But your purpose is to help visions become successful missions through inspired actions. Now, if you are in the shadow of the strategist, then you are self-centered or over-competitive or a perfectionist. So let me read what the shadow is, and then we're going to get out of here, because we want to make sure that if this resonates with you, that you know what you're releasing and you know what you're kind of being mindful of as it relates to what you're not taking into this full moon energy, especially these next 6 months to a year with this solar eclipse power we have going on too. So you may find yourself when you're stressed out or overstressed, you are overcalculating, or your overcalculating mind will kick in the high gear and relentlessly drive you toward perfectionism. This needs to be better, and better will soon overshadow your truly great work. So it says that, you know, you want things a certain way. The perfectionism is a big one, especially when you're talking about that Empress energy, that Queen of Wands energy, and that being the Divine Feminine that you are. But you have to be mindful when you get stressed. You don't know, but your mind goes into overdrive. And all you know is you want something done a certain way. And this may even relate to your love relationships. You get stressed out about getting a call and not getting a call, not getting the right call at the right time or whatever. And your mind goes into, you know, overdrive. And all of a sudden, you know, you want things. I want you to say this to me that shows me you love me. You want people to prove their love. You want people to let you know they were, you know, thinking about you or whatever. And it just goes across the board. Be mindful, Divine Feminine. This does not serve you any longer. You don't have to get stressed out anymore because you don't know every nuance or every plan, because remember, you're being advised to trust the plan, even though you don't know the total outcome. You just know you're doing one step at a time, and you're doing one thing at a time, and you're remembering that even in the face of insurmountable odds, you still came out. Some of you smell like a rose, and those of you who didn't smell exactly like a rose, you smell pretty darn good, because look where you are today. You came through something. You fought through something. You endured something that should have killed you, or you endured something, malnutrition, starvation. See that symbolically. I mean, you endured being in an environment that did not feed you, did not give you light, did not give you water, did not shelter you. But here you are, still thriving. Okay. All right. If you're off purpose, your ambition can get the best of you. causing you to trade in your healthy competitive edge for aggression and chest thumping. And this causes conflicts instead of successes, burns bridges, and cripples your mission. So again, when you're not where you're supposed to be as a strategist, divine feminine, when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you're not moving in that divine feminine energy, then you're being competitive. Now you're being aggressive. Now you're talking about who you can get, where you can go, what you can have. You must not know about me, da 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 da, fill in the blanks. And then all of a sudden you're burning bridges. You're crippling what the mission is. The mission is to move the connection forward. The mission is to move this relationship forward. The mission is to move the plan forward. But you found that, because you are out off purpose, meaning something distracted you. We don't know what it could have been, but that's the things that you are guarding for yourself of and healing from. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say. Right. Okay, so if you find yourself in the shadow of the strategist energy, your ego is ruling your world. It is time to remember why you are doing what you're doing and realign your body, mind, and spirit with your greater purpose and mission. So again, it is if you find yourself in the shadow of the strategist, that is your ego. That is not spirit. So you have to realign yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, when you say, why am I doing what I'm doing? And I know that we are going to be asking that good question, and you're going to be releasing what you need to release, and you're going to be bringing in what you need to be, what you need to have moving. Because again, your heart chakra being balanced lets you know, why am I doing what I'm doing? And it's simply because you are only doing what is for the highest good of all involved, not just you, but all involved, because you're coming from a very healthy place, a frequency of love, which is, after all, the highest, right? The highest frequency that you can vibrate from. Heart chakras open. All right, so that's our full moon in Sagittarius energy. Is there any more advice or something else you want to say, Spirit? Okay, let me give you a angel oracle, or it might be a scripture. I put 2 decks together. See how big that is? I put 2 of my decks together, my angel oracle and my Jesus deck. It has scriptures on it. It's so cool. Oh, okay, so cool. It's like one of each. All right, so Spirit is saying to you from John chapter 16, verse 24, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. It doesn't get any better than that for full moon, right? Because that's all about blessings and empowerment. That's what you're working your magic around. So ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. And then Archangel Chamuel says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that powerful? Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Your prayers have been heard and answered. All you have to do is just know. All you have to do is just know that it's happening for you. It's happening for you, not to you. All right, Divine Feminine? All right, so I can't wait to hear some of these wonderful stories about the magic that you've created and what's coming, what you're bringing in to your now, because you set the right intentions. All right, thank you for watching. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And then also the notifications bell so you can keep up with all the new videos. Okay, bye.